If there is a war film that brings sniper psychological warfare to absolute perfection, it must be Enemy at the Gates. One side is legendary sniper Vasily, who took down over 400 German soldiers. The other is veteran sniper school chief Koenig. Two top sharpshooters engage in a bloodless showdown. The story unfolds in the Battle of Stalingrad in 1942. Countless Soviet recruits are forcibly conscripted, rushed to the front lines in haste, without systematic training, without sophisticated equipment. From the moment they step onto the battlefield, they are doomed to face one-sided slaughter. German bombers carry out constant low-altitude bombing, turning the whole city into a sea of flames overnight. Military supplies on the front are extremely scarce. Two soldiers share a single rifle, issued only 5 bullets. Once the soldier holding the gun falls, the soldier behind must immediately pick up the weapon and charge forward amid artillery fire. There is no retreat and no alternative. Faced with Germany's overwhelming firepower, Soviet soldiers fall in droves into pools of blood. Surviving troops are shattered by the brutal battle and instinctively flee backward to survive. Yet their escape routes have long been sealed off. Merciless machine guns mow down retreating soldiers without mercy. Once the firefight ends, the city square is covered with corpses. Amid the lifeless ruins, a military vehicle attempting to break through is blown apart by a German tank. Captain Danilov, who narrowly escapes death, quickly hides inside a fountain pit on the street, covering himself with the bodies of fallen comrades, barely evading the German full-scale sweep. Witnessing the horrific battle scene, Danilov impulsively tries to fire to seek revenge, only to be stopped by Vasily beside him. Vasily, hunted alongside his grandfather since childhood, honed extraordinary self-restraint and judgment. He knows rash gunfire will only expose his position, costing him his life for nothing. He borrows a rifle from Danilov. With merely 5 bullets in hand, facing a German squad, Vasily holds his breath and stays completely still, allowing German footsteps to echo all around him. He precisely seizes gaps between explosions, using the roar of artillery to mask gunshots perfectly. The first bullet strikes a German officer, killing him instantly. The enemy cannot even pinpoint where the shot comes from. Shielded by continuous artillery blasts, the remaining 4 bullets are fired one after another, every movement sharp, clean and precise. Within mere dozens of seconds, 5 shots, 5 kills. Not a single bullet wasted. All 5 German officers die on the spot. This incredible extreme hunt shocks Danilov to the core. He clearly realizes the Soviet army desperately needs a hero to lift troop morale, and this boy who turned the tide of despair with 5 bullets is the perfect candidate. With approval from the general, a massive campaign to create a national hero officially begins. Newspapers and radio broadcast Vasily's glorious feats around the clock, spreading tales of his sniper legend. An ordinary youth from the mountain region is elevated to godhood overnight, revered and admired by every soldier as the Soviet sniper deity. Amid the cold, cruel flames of war, he meets Tanya, a brave and resilient female soldier. 2 young people trapped in wartime suffering redeem each other, and sincere love blooms between them amid chaos. Yet this rare affection sows the seeds of fatal conflict. Danilov, the man who made Vasily a hero, also loves Tanya deeply. Watching the hero he built win the heart of the woman he adores, intense jealousy and resentment plunge him into prolonged inner turmoil. Soon Vasily's legendary achievements draw the attention of German headquarters. To completely crush the Soviet army's will to fight, they must first eliminate this sniper legend. For this purpose, Germany sends out their ultimate ace, Major Koenig, the headmaster of the sniper school. Koenig is a battle-hardened sniper master, possessing peerless marksmanship and mastery of psychological tactics. A deadly hunting game targeting Vasily officially commences. Vasily travels through ruins to carry out hunts as usual. After successfully taking down an enemy soldier, his comrade steps forward to collect the kill tag. When deadly danger creeps near, a stray shot rings out suddenly. Vasily's comrade beside him is shot dead through the head, but explosions drown out the gunshot, so Vasily does not realize his teammate has been killed. Koenig swiftly relocates his position. When Vasily reaches the shooting spot, he discovers the enemy corpse on the ground is only a dummy. All the tags are bait deliberately laid out. From this moment on, he becomes prey trapped in Koenig's hands. Koenig calls for low-level bomber strafing, forcing Vasily and his teammates to flee in panic, gradually breaking down his mental state. To stand against this formidable foe, Vasily teams up with an experienced veteran sniper. The next day, the two launch coordinated operations, their mission to cut German communication lines and lure Koenig out into the open. But Koenig has already seen through all these tricks. He orders Soviet prisoners to wear German uniforms and send them to repair the cables. The captured soldiers have no choice. Hidden in the shadows, the veteran makes the decision to open fire. To test Koenig's position, the veteran lifts his helmet on a stick, slowly poking it out from cover. hoping to trick Koenig into firing and reveal his location. Yet the battle-tested Koenig refuses to fall for this cheap ploy. He sees right through the ruse, remaining perfectly calm and refusing to pull the trigger. The prolonged standoff drains their mental strength severely. The veteran's patience finally runs out, and he prepares to shift position. As the two jump and expose their real bodies, Koenig seizes this fleeting opening and fires without hesitation, shooting the veteran dead instantly, watching his fighting partner die right before his eyes. Vasily's self-confidence crumbles completely, sinking him into deep self-doubt. Back at the base that night, he confesses to Danilov that he stands no chance against Koenig. Danilov, however, tells Vasily he can defeat Koenig next time, because he has planted an informant beside Koenig. The young boy passes information about Vasily's movements to Koenig, and Koenig sets an ambush where Vasily will appear. Meanwhile, Vasily learns Koenig's whereabouts from the boy, so he leads teammates into an underground pipeline, planning to circle behind Koenig and kill him. But noises from the tunnel alert Koenig. Koenig immediately changes position, taking aim at the pipeline exit. Shortly after Vasily crawls out of the tunnel, Koenig witnesses every single move they make. 2 shots ring out and a teammate falls. Vasily's rifle is also knocked away. After signaling his teammate to retreat, Vasily pulls out a small knife, attempting to hook his gun back. Koenig fires and severs the rope. At that moment, bombers roar overhead once again. Broken glass shards fall all around Vasily. If Vasily makes the slightest movement, Koenig can shoot him dead. At this critical moment between life and death, Tanya risks her life crawling out of the pipeline. Following Vasily's directions, Tanya distracts Koenig's line of sight, allowing Vasily the chance to wound Koenig. After this confrontation, Vasily loses all remaining confidence. He finds Danilov, asking him to stop all media coverage about himself, to push Vasily back into battle. Danilov reveals the truth about the informant. Vasily meets the young boy, who also brings new intelligence, to protect the boy's identity as a spy. Vasily waits in ambush at the sniper post, yet Koenig spots the reflection of a sniper scope at the ambush site, and instantly understands everything. That same night he seeks out the young boy, telling him he will set an ambush at the train station, and telling the boy to keep it a secret. Koenig deliberately uses the boy to deliver false information. After the boy leaves, Koenig lies in wait at the train station, and indeed spots Soviet soldiers, but chooses not to open fire for now. The next day the returning boy crosses paths with Koenig. Koenig knows full well who he is, and shows no mercy toward the enemy even if he is merely a child. The next day Tanya sees what happens to the boy and breaks down completely. With Vasily's comfort, Tanya slowly regains her composure. Shortly afterward, German forces launch large-scale bombing. Fierce artillery fire engulfs the whole city. Tanya is gravely wounded by an artillery shell, falling unconscious with her life hanging in the balance. Staring at Tanya lying on the ground, Danilov achieves a thorough awakening. He lets go of his selfishness and jealousy. Romantic love pales into insignificance when the survival of the nation hangs in the balance. Vasily is the hero he created, the final pillar sustaining Soviet troops on the front line, and he cannot fall. Danilov then finds Vasily lying in ambush. He confesses his jealousy and selfishness to Vasily, and tells Vasily that Tanya has died. To put an end to this endless deadly hunt, Danilov resolves to sacrifice himself as bait. He deliberately exposes his position, and Koenig, lurking in the shadows, fires at once. Danilov collapses to the ground. The naturally cautious Koenig cannot confirm whether the fallen figure is Vasily. After an entire night, Koenig lowers his guard, slowly stepping out of cover, intending to walk forward and check the corpse. Hidden in an unnoticed dead angle among the ruins, Vasily has lain in wait for hours, locking his sights firmly on every movement Koenig makes. The second Koenig lets down his guard, a crisp gunshot cuts through the silence of the battlefield. The top sniper, Master Koenig, is struck and killed instantly. Vasily picks up Koenig's sniper rifle, places it beside Danilov to comfort him. Victory in this pinnacle sniper duel greatly lifts the morale of the entire Soviet army. Yet the brutal, prolonged Battle of Stalingrad is far from over, and Vasily eventually reunites with the surviving Tanya. Many viewers are captivated by the legend of 5 bullets and the thrilling peak sniper showdown, but the film aims to express far more than exciting sniper combat. Vasily possesses extraordinary natural talent, yet he is also a hero shaped by the times. War demands myths to inspire soldiers, but myths cannot hide the cruelty of bodies strewn everywhere. The real battlefield of Stalingrad is far more desperate than what appears on screen.